In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Sci podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight, and sitting across from me is the one and only Cash Kraus. Cash, how are you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. We got, I'm not going to mention the new studio.
No,
I'm not going to
probably not now.
Not going to mention it.
There will be no need to by this point.
By this point, people know
People
for
know.
sure.
But if you don't, you're listening in audio format, go check out our YouTube channel.
Oh, good call.
Yeah,
good
because
plug.
we do have some
Good
podcast
plug.
only listeners.
It's true.
So go check out our YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Have
You'll
you
be
seen
able
a
to
podcast?
fully. Maybe we do a tour video someday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we do a tour video of the two studios.
Yeah,
and everything.
show the posters and everything we have. Could be fun.
It would be fun. Yeah.
Might be. I don't know. Might suck, actually. Now I'm second guessing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a terrible idea.
Now I feel like I'm putting too much pressure on myself to have to enjoy it. But this is our new movie Monday.
Yeah, new movie Monday. Yeah.
Blockbuster Monday.
Yeah, I
still
guess.
don't have.
I still don't know about that name.
If you
because
got a good idea.
Blockbuster and technicality is like a blockbuster, and majority of our Monday films are not blockbusters. So
Well, not anymore.
maybe
Not in the
new movie
not in
Monday
the
sounds
landscape that we
New
are
movie
living
Monday.
in. Yeah. This is another COVID special.
Yes, it is.
Weird
COVID
thing.
special.
We are reviewing the new Netflix film, Enola Holmes,
Yes.
2020 mystery film. Did you know Sherlock Holmes had a sister?
I did not. I had no freaking idea.
Did you know he had a brother?
I had no idea he had a brother.
You never
This is
hear
all news
about
to
the
me.
side characters.
No, you don't.
All the books are usually mainly about Sherlock Holmes,
Yes,
which
they
just shows you how vain he is to never even bring
Or
up.
his siblings.
Oh, by the way,
by the way, both my
Not an-
siblings are super smart too.
not an only child. I actually have a full family, but you never hear about that.
Never.
But yes, Enola Holmes, starring Millie Bobby Brown
Yes.
from
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things. Yes,
Godzilla.
I forgot. Absolutely, she was the tacked on human element of
She
Godzilla.
was. Yeah. The only human element of that film.
Yeah, which is one too many human elements.
Yeah, it is.
But she is great. I really do like
She is.
Millie
She's a
Bobby
great
Brown. I think
actress.
she's very, very talented.
She's a young Natalie Portman.
Really? You
Oh,
don't
dude,
say
I think she looks exactly like Natalie Portman as a kid.
What?
For sure.
Do
Dude.
they look alike?
The mannerisms and everything.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
I've never-
You look at a side by side. I should pull up a
I've
picture
never heard anyone say that
of a
before.
side by
This is the
side.
first time I've ever heard. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
What's her Millie?
Millie Bobby Brown, yeah.
So look at this. So pull up. Look at how similar they look as kids. That is similar, man.
They look. I mean, they're both young white women with brown hair. So I mean, I could probably pull up a lot of pictures of women that look.
I don't know,
very
man. That
similar.
looks very similar to me. I think they look
I don't
identical.
know. Well, maybe.
And I think she's on the same trajectory Natalie Portman was in her career as a child actor.
that's
where
bold.
she'll be now.
It's very bold. Natalie Portman is fucking great. She's one
a
of my
great
favorites.
actress,
Yeah,
yes.
she's great. But Millie Bobby Brown is very, very good. But this is a Netflix, straight to Netflix because of COVID.
Yes, it is.
It was supposed to come out. It is based on a series of books that I've never heard about.
I never heard of those books either.
Yeah,
because
it's
I,
the
for one,
Enola-
didn't even know he had a sibling. So
Well, he doesn't. I mean, they made this after, but yeah, they added in the sibling thing. But this is a series of books, I think called like the Enola Holmes mystery by author Nancy Springer.
Oh, okay. Very familiar with her work.
So if you want, there is 6 books, I believe, in this series.
wow.
So you can go back and
That's
get
a lot of
the
books.
full scope. I assume you just see Enola grow up and to become a woman.
After 6 books,
she's no longer a child.
No, she's a full-grown woman
Unless
in
these
her
are
30s.
happening in like 6 months,
Yeah,
and
they
she's just
are.
having a wild 6
She's
months.
just the greatest child detective of all time.
But yeah, that's she's kind of like an old school Nancy Drew, and that's where I don't know. It's to be honest, I did not need anything Sherlock Holmes ever again. There's been so
Way too many.
Like, what is going on, guys? There's more stories out there.
Even the Robert Downey Jr. stuff now, I'm just like,
Well, Robert
I'm
Downey
good on
Jr.,
the
fucking
Sherlock
Benedict
Holmes stuff.
Cumberbatch is Sherlock. All Marvel guys.
Yeah.
Fucking Henry Cavill.
Is
Superman.
now?
He's
Yeah.
now. But there's been so many. Every year there's fucking Sherlock Holmes. Every kind of, Sherlock Holmes nowadays. It's every different kind of spin you can take.
It's like the zombie fatigue. We get a Sherlock Holmes fatigue.
Yeah,
after
but
a
we've been
while.
getting this since the 1800s. Since whenever the Sherlock Holmes
That
first
is
came
true.
out.
200 years
We've been
is a
getting
long time.
a long, long time. So I really felt like we didn't need. I felt like it might have was. I didn't know that it was based on a series of books. I thought maybe they were just cashing in on the woman aspect of it. Now that she's the woman version of Sherlock Holmes, but she's got a lot of problems to deal with in this time.
There were a lot of nods to that too, to the patriarchy.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
whatnot.
Well, the whole entire story
Yeah.
is on suffrage.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was for sure. Like I don't think it was heavy-handed where they're beating you over the head with it.
No, because all of it made sense. I mean, like for one instance, the whole dress thing I thought was really funny. Because
Yeah.
it's stupid. It's just like, why did they have to wear that back in the day?
Yeah.
To like present the bosom, and then like,
The corset and
The
stuff.
teacher was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you got to wear a firmer chest plate, whatever those things are."
Yeah,
it's just like, why do you
exactly.
have to do that?
That kind of stuff I didn't have a problem with.
Yeah.
But it was like maybe like the all women's jiu-jitsu class.
Yeah,
that maybe
I was
I
like,
thought, well, how many of those were in the 1800s?
Not very many, if any. Honestly,
I got a feeling they would hang a woman if they knew she was practicing jiu-jitsu.
I do-
It sounds like witchcraft.
It does sound like witchcraft.
Oh, you're
absolutely.
practicing jiu-jitsu?
Really?
We gotta hang that bitch.
Yeah, we do. I do appreciate it though on one aspect because it would have been so easy for them to literally just been like, "Oh, Enola Holmes is a badass." And then just she's kicking men's ass and you're like, "Okay, well why? Why is this 15, 16-year-old girl whooping ass?" So at least I'm happy in the fact that they at least explained that she had a background in jiu-jitsu to
Yeah.
at least give a little more
But she could have
claim.
just as easily been taught by a man.
Oh, for sure. Then her mother.
Well, not her mother, but
Well,
the
in
entire
the jiu-jitsu
class.
class,
Yeah, the
yeah.
entire class. But that being said, I actually enjoyed this film. It has very good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I think a little too high.
A little
in my
too high,
opinion.
yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
I think it's
okay,
kind of
it's a
what we've
little
talked about.
pandering.
It's the COVID
Yeah.
where no
When I
movies are
think-
coming out, so they're like, thank God we have something new.
And obviously it has a good message behind it, but I feel like Hollywood, like when they really like make an issue about certain things like, gender and stuff, they do kind of glorify films a little too much. I thought this was a great film and I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, and sometimes,
it wasn't
with
like
those
a
films,
high
they really
90s.
beat you over the head with it,
Right.
and it's way too much. And I would not. But this film, I think it's really.
I thought it was a good
it's a mystery film as much as it is a women can do anything men can do film.
Yes.
So which is smart because she is Enola Holmes.
And she is brilliant mind. Yeah.
She's not Enola Holmes, the political campaignist who's just trying to. She's at the end of the day, she's a detective because I guess that family can only do one thing.
Right.
They're incapable of any other career
thing, no.
craft.
They've got to be detectives.
They have to follow.
It's in the blood.
It's so weird that
It's a
that's
blood
passed
lineage. Yeah, I guess. I didn't know that was hereditary, but I guess it is.
on. Yeah, like she was born with one of the monocles and the two hats or whatever.
But
But
you see?
yeah, it's. But I did enjoy it more than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, same.
It's
Because I was a little weary on this film to
And-
begin with, because I thought it was going to be more of like a
really
kids movie, and I
like
was
a
like,
Nancy Drew,
yeah.
which I not my thing, but no, it wasn't. It takes itself pretty seriously.
It does, yeah.
which I enjoyed, and it can be brutal at times even.
Absolutely.
But it's well written and it's well shot as well.
And that was one thing. I thought it was well written. The only issue that I had is I really did not like the the breaking the fourth wall so many times. They did
so
so much in the movie that
I didn't understand that.
I didn't get it.
Is that part of the book?
It must be part of the book or
But I've
something.
never really read a book where the
Where you break
characters
the fourth wall all the
I mean,
time.
unless it's very intentional and like it
Right, but this did it throughout the film constantly. And for reasons, I would be okay with it if there was a reason.
Yeah, this was like
behind
a
it.
different strokes kind of like, how did I get here? And she looks right at the camera.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, okay, after the 27th time,
and
I don't want
it
to see
made
this
me
anymore.
feel like I was watching Dora the Explorer at times where she was like, okay, what would you do? Would you pick door A, door B, or door or
Do
red
you see
door?
swipe or no swiping?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because at times, because even one point she goes, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah, and I'm like,
what
are we
supposed
you asking me?
And I think maybe it would have worked out a little more if it was in theater or something, and maybe it was like people would be like a kids or something, but it wasn't that kind of movie where it wasn't trying to be like
a kids movie.
like a 13 and under.
Exactly. Well, it was PG-13.
Yeah, and it has a brutal death in it.
It does.
It has
yeah.
a very brutal death in it
So
that we'll get to.
Yeah, that was kind of that was one of my things, my hangups on this film was I really hated how many. It would have been one thing to introduce Enola Holmes, and if they did it in the opening part of the film, and then at the very end of the film, I would have been like, okay, well, that's fine. Break the fourth wall because you've had an opener and a closer. But it was just constant and throughout the film where I'm like, it's taking me out of the story because it's like she knows we're there the whole time.
Because that's a very hard thing to do, break the fourth wall in a film. Because it has to be like really set rules. Because if it happens so often, you're starting to think, well, is she just fucking nuts? Right. And like she's having conversations and then she's looking like into the distance, just blankly and being like, and talking to no one, and everyone around her is like, is it Enola? Oh,
she good? She good? Oh,
like who the fuck are you talking to? Enola?
Yeah,
it's what. So that's it. It can happen too much to where I think maybe they did it a little too much, like you said. I don't really understand why you have to have it. I get it's kind of like, you know, because in every Sherlock Holmes, he kind of has the thing where it's like the analytical,
the
like,
internal conversation.
Exactly, where he's like, okay, you know, this angle, 80% degree, I can do this, or I can hit this guy here and whatnot. I felt like maybe that was what they were attempting to do with it. And that was kind of her inner monologue, was that we were just listening to it, but it works much better for like a sitcom TV show.
Yeah, exactly, than a detective, which it does work in detective ways sometimes. It's just, it was overused for me, but that's one of the hangups. But other than that, I thought the writing was really good. I liked the mystery involved with where the mother was. You know, we obviously get into her. We think at one point that she could potentially be
that's
a quote unquote terrorist.
That's what's so great about this film is somehow they got these amazing fucking side characters and actors. I mean, Henry Cavill, Helen Bonham Carter, it was underused in my opinion.
That's what I thought too. I really thought we were going to see more of her throughout this film, and it ended up being like the same flashback over and over with all the ladies at the
training thing,
table. Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought she was going to be like a Yoda kind of presence to where she was always kind of, but no, we didn't. I don't think we got her enough. And but she's great in the parts we got her. She's fucking,
of course,
fantastic. And the guy who plays,
and this might have been the first film that she was in that did not have Tim Burton directing it.
Well, not anymore. They're not, they haven't been together for a long time.
No.
Yeah. I think they do have a kid together though. But yeah, Tim Burton's old fling, man. She was in everything that he used to be in.
She was.
Now I don't think she's in anything.
I don't think so.
I think they're still friends. They were never married, but they were, you know, that kind of, because they're both weird, you know. So, but I think they have a kid together. But yeah, she's great, man. She's Beatrix Lestrange. She's great and everything. Henry Cavill's great. And the guy, I can't remember the guy who plays Minecraft, yeah. He's in a lot of stuff too, and he's really good as well.
I think it's Sam, right?
Yes, Sam Claflin. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides.
Wow.
Everyone remembers that classic.
Yeah, of course. One of the greatest Pirates of the Caribbean of all time.
He was in other stuff too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's got quite the... Yeah, he was in... Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. That's a great show.
Love Peaky Blinders.
I love Peaky Blinders, yes.
Yeah, but they had a lot of really good British actors.
They did.
But I guess, you know... You say Sherlock Holmes to British people, and their fucking mouths start watering.
Oh, yeah, they do.
That's our guy. I don't care what role I have to play. Let me
play it. That's the equivalent to like our James Bond.
I bet they were pissed. I bet they were pissed when Robert Downey got the role of Sherlock because he's American.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I bet they're like, you fuck.
Yeah.
That's That's like, it's almost blackface.
It is. It's just not okay.
You need to hire one of the 11
It's
British
the
actors
British
that
and-
are in
yeah.
every single British movie.
Absolutely.
But I enjoyed all the side characters, and Henry Cavill. He's great in this. He's playing a very subdued, which I thought was kind of odd because you think your brother is Sherlock Holmes and your mom goes missing. You think he'd be like
On it. Yeah, he's
He
just
could
kind of
care less.
casual about it. He's like, I'm kind of swamped at the office. I got all
Yeah.
these other cases I'm dealing with, but I'll be a nice little side character for you.
I won't give you any help at
No,
all.
none at all. I didn't even like my mother.
But
that
I
much.
like that they stuck really with like that it was that old school. Even though there were these really smart Sherlock Holmes, you would think he'd be somewhat, like liberal leaning with like people, but no, they really stuck to it. That they even like sending her to the school and stuff. I thought it was really cool.
When I thought one of the funniest things too is when they're going through the mother's home and they pick up a book and they're like, "Oh, feminism." The book. I was like, I laughed out.
Well,
loud.
it
That so
was
funny.
hilarious when she first picks them up at the train
Oh, yeah.
station, and he immediately looks at her and goes, "What happened to you?" Like she doesn't look that bad.
No.
He made it look like she
But
just fucking rolled
She's
out.
got to
of
wear the traditional dress. and
Where's your
sit
hat?
up straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about that? That was something interesting too. The school of proper being a woman
I
thing.
can't remember
I don't know
what
what
the
it was
school was
called.
called. It
But
was
man, I wonder if that was actually a thing that took place.
it was a
back
finishing
then.
school. Yeah,
Finishing
absolutely.
school,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's
Or you send them
insane
to
me.
become women. Yeah.
So like they have to like
And
work
they don't go
do
there. They
all-
go to the fucking psych ward.
Yeah, if they don't work out there, it's adios.
Oh, you don't want to
muchacho.
be someone's wife? You gotta go.
You gotta
There's
go
no
to psych
purpose
ward.
for you here. I mean, what do we do with you? But yeah, the finishing school. Oh, bro, they still got boarding schools that they fucking
Yeah, that is
send women
true.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that school sucked.
It
I was surprised. I was like, how long is this movie gonna go? Because they don't send her to school to like an hour and 30
Yeah, I
minutes
know.
into this thing.
What'd you think about the runtime? This
little
runtime is
long.
at 2 hours and 3 minutes. Yeah, I could
2 hours is a long time for any movie. It's people kind of think it's the standard now, but I think like an hour 45 is the proper time, especially for a film like
for a
this.
film like this. Yeah, I agree with you.
But yeah, I think it was Phil. I'm glad though. One thing I was really glad about was how they didn't try to intersect the love interest too much into the story. As soon as I saw that kid, I'm like, oh my
You're like, of
gosh,
course.
this is
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
know.
painful. If this is gonna be a teenage romance film and not kind of the mystery that I was hoping, I'm like, geez. But they got rid of that kid.
They did
For a little bit.
for a little while.
But I was surprised that they ended up, parting ways. Because I
ways so
really thought
fast.
he was going to become her, like, love interest /
Sidekick.
Watson.
Yeah. Where at first they hate each other and then they eventually fall in love.
Yeah.
Standard trope.
Which exactly is how it was. But
Yeah.
they did something different to where, like, 20 minutes after meeting him, he just heads out.
He's out. Yeah,
See ya.
see ya.
But after he cuts his hair, like, no one's ever going to recognize. And this guy he's so the whole story is a mystery of she meets this guy, and then it's right in the middle of suffragettes during England, like Victorian age. So they're right about to vote for this this vote to make women allowed to vote.
Yes.
So men are going to vote for the right for women to
Vote. Yeah. I wonder how that vote will pan out.
Well, fuck, it's the women that don't want it.
Yeah, some of them don't.
It's the women that so this kid she just randomly meets. Just what are the odds?
Oh, just
That's
happens
the
to
one
be in
that-
the same
yeah.
cart with the bag.
And that's one thing. I'm like, could you not write that in any other way till they run into each other in some other way? Then it just happens to be she's in the car that he's hiding in already.
Well, and I already knew that was going to take place
Of
when they were
course.
like, "Oh, we can't
Where's
find
the
our
boy?
son. Where's the boy?"
And he
I'm
knew
like,
he was going to be exactly her age and just very good looking.
I swear to you, verbatim, that's what I said. As soon as he came out of the back, I go, "Oh, imagine that, a 16-year-old
that,
boy."
and he's so
it wasn't
handsome.
a 33-year-old
Not like
man or
fucking
woman.
anyone in England in the 1800s didn't look like a fucking mongoloid. There's not a
By the
handsome.
time they turned 16.
Well, even the king and queens were fucking inbred, and they so
Yeah.
so these people being so damn good looking is another thing that's just even like the extras
Yeah.
are just clearly very good looking. And to think there's no dental care in
No, there
they
is
all
not.
have perfectly
Yeah.
they're just way too good looking for fucking turn of the century England. These people were dirty and fucking shit
And
was
damn-
everywhere.
Definitely skinny, too.
Yeah.
A lot of them, yeah.
They were horrible. None of them were looking like models.
No.
People were struggling. So They weren't so realistic in that aspect.
No, not
Everyone
at
was very good looking.
And I don't think they even tried.
No, they didn't care. They need good looking actors, of course. People don't want to see some humpback on screen.
Take that out. Yeah, I keep hearing it go.
Is that? Are you sure it's mine?
Yeah, it's not mine.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the hell
I don't have anything on my phone.
Oh,
But yeah. So I didn't mind that aspect though. But yeah, I'm glad they got rid of that kid, and then unfortunately, they said we got to bring this kid back.
Yes,
we got to have some kind of love interest, which that's not very forward female thinking in my mind.
no,
That you have to
have a love interest, and it can't just work
for this
on its
very
own.
independent, smart woman. She just has to have a
companion.
some man holding her down. But yeah, we got to talk about the death. The death where she finally gets the guy in the judo. Remember, she's trying to do the corkscrew, whatever, the entire time. And
Can never pull it off, and even the teacher's
they
like,
foreshadow
something
that
you
like
never could.
5
I know,
times.
It was like, look, you could have done it one time.
does
in
it twice to the
jiu-jitsu
same
school.
guy.
Yeah, she does. The first time he picks her up, just throws her off, and then she tries it on the jiu-jitsu teacher, and she's like, oh, you never could learn that move. And I go, okay, this is gonna come into play later.
Obviously. Yeah. And she never showed her like learning how to successfully do it. She just, it finally clicked, I guess.
I guess so. Well, it was like the page thing. Remember the quick like turn, and then you see the correct way to do it. And then she's like, ding, a light bulb goes off in her head.
But I was shocked by how violent that guy's
That was pretty gruesome.
That came out of fucking nowhere. Like,
Considering how lighthearted this film
entire
was, too.
film.
Yeah. I mean, even when the boy got shot by the grandma, spoiler alert, I was like,
oh, I knew immediately.
okay,
Of
he's
course.
still
Yeah,
alive.
duh.
There's no way this boy's dying.
No, and no, they're not going to see him get blown away by a shotgun.
By grandma.
Pouring blood out of his body. But yeah, obviously. But yeah, I was surprised that guy went down and hit hard. And it, like, the whole thing I'm surprised. If you take that out, this film's PG.
Oh, for sure.
Like I said, they maybe say shit a few times.
Yeah, but that's easily, you take that out.
Yeah. But yeah, for sure, there's no other element of people dying.
And I think you can still use the word shit, I think like twice in a PG film.
Yeah, there's no real, it's how you use
How
it.
you use it,
and yeah, in the context of it. But yeah, that came out of nowhere.
It did.
It was so violent.
It was brutal. But she pulled off that corkscrew.
She murdered that man.
He's not walking that one off, folks.
No, and I was like, even though he kind of like lives a little longer after,
Yeah, he
especially like,
does,
tries to get
She's
like
like,
information. Like, that guy is dead.
He's
He's
not
fucking,
going to talk
his head
to
just
you.
came
Yeah,
down.
I mean, you literally disrupted his
no-
brain patterns.
You're not going to get words out of there.
It's going to be
It might be a
mumble.
garble of him choking on his blood, but that was so
Like, if anything, just
violent.
put him out of his misery. Like, quit yelling at him.
It was just so out of context. I really did not see it coming, but good for them, I guess.
Well, good for them. I mean, the guy definitely deserved it.
We got to show that Enola can fucking kill people.
We have to. Well, and you know this is going to be a series on Netflix. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, they're already set up for
Yeah.
sequel, I'm pretty sure.
They're gonna have 3 of these.
Oh, yeah.
No questions asked. At least a trilogy. Oh, here we go. In September 2020, producer and star producer. She's a producer. I
don't know, dude.
At 16, that's insane. Millie Bobby Brown and director Harry Bradbeer acknowledged their intentions to develop a sequel. Brown thought only about making the first film, but loved playing the character and said it would be a dream to do it again. So she loved it. She's already producing shit. I don't know how that's possible when you're 16, but
She's
good
very
for her.
wealthy.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
well,
is
if you already
wealthy.
have millions, I guess
Yeah,
you
I
can.
guess you can
why
produce.
can't
Well,
you?
yeah. Let me reinvest.
There's no
my money.
18 or older rule.
And you're banking on your future too, man. I mean, you're investing in yourself, so it's smart. Not hating her for that at all. But
Well, she was one
it's
of
shocking.
fucking. I think one of her parents produced it as well.
Yeah, Paige Brown.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, that's a lot of producers.
It's a lot of.
It's a lot more than you usually see.
Yeah.
But it's a Netflix film, so I have a feeling they do have a lot of producers. For
sure.
But yeah, I mean, of course, there's a sequel. There's 6 books, so I would be surprised to see if they got Henry Cavill back and Helen
that's a
Bonham
tough
Carter and
sell.
stuff with the other people. You could probably get Helen Bonham Carter because she probably did her scenes in a day.
In a day, yeah, or 2 days, yeah. Or I mean, you could even do Henry Cavill if you got him for like a 2-day shoot to do like a little tiny.
Yeah, but
like,
now he's the
hi.
guardian now. He's watching over her. Remember at the very end.
Oh,
he's raising
right.
her.
Yeah, so they are gonna have.
You're
to have him in.
definitely not going to see Minecraft again.
Yeah, and
He's
Henry
out of it.
Cavill does not have time.
But he is a
He's
Netflix
working-
darling now. So.
He is with. Oh yeah, that's right, with The Witcher. So
And it's Netflix is doing the Disney thing where like they like working with the same people that they
and I
can
mean, if
get
you're
on
Henry
contract.
Cavill and you're getting all these contracts, for films and sequels and stuff, why not do
Yeah,
it?
and I see why people like doing a film like that. Especially with Millie Bobby Brown, that's a fun film to do. You get to dress up in all these Victorian clothes and shit. But it's in England.
It is.
Where they all live. So, I mean, so
It helps.
you're
you're
and I don't
not
know how
flying
much you know
halfway
about
across the world.
England, but you can fucking drive across the island in a fucking day. So it's nice. I'm sure it's nice to that they can do this role in their backyard.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So I don't know. Henry Cavill, he's a pretty cool guy. I got a feeling a lot of time he's Iron Man for, so you could probably get him back. I don't see getting Minecraft back, and I'm not sure if Helen Bonham Carter, because I don't know her role. I feel like she abandoned Enola at the end. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, she.
So I don't know how much longer, unless it's another mystery involving her. But like, how many
mysteries can you do? Yeah, with mom. At
The
some
mom's
point,
starting to
let's
become
just
a real
move on.
problem.
Yeah. A liability, if anything. The third movie, you might have to just take her out.
Well, there's other people to look for these days. We can't be spending all of
all
our time.
all this
That's
time
why
with Mom.
fucking Sherlock probably did. He's like, she's gone every week.
Dude, look, she did the same shit to me when I was 16. So I'm not
Horrible
gonna,
mother.
I'm not gonna keep
Yeah.
repeating this. I got shit to do.
Yeah, she should have been. The kid should have been taken away a long time ago.
should
If
have
your
been.
mom, you go home one day and she just fucking flew the coop, gone with no.
No CPS in the 1800s.
No, and she didn't leave her any money either. Remember, she had to go through the mystery of finding the money.
Yeah, couldn't just be simple. Not
Yeah,
for mom.
she's just starving like these.
Just meek
Just
and, like,
trying to figure out
inch
this
from her
fucking
life.
riddle.
Just putting together all the pieces, the Scrabble
Please, I'm
pieces.
so
Please.
hungry.
I just need
Mommy,
food.
come back.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah, she had confidence in her daughter.
She did.
That's the thing.
And
She knew it, because if it was me, I'd be like, fuck.
I'd be starved.
This is not
I'd
good,
definitely
guys.
die. Yeah.
Like, what, she left me some kind of riddle? I can't. There's nothing I can do with that. But, yeah. Overall, I enjoyed the film. It was
As
better
did I.
than I thought. I don't think it deserves a 90% Rotten Tomatoes.
And I'm glad we're on the same.
You telling me this
page
film
on
is,
that one.
is has better reviews than Tenet right now? It sits at 86%.
And see, that's kind of where I was too, where I go, Enola Holmes is at this like mid to high 90s. Come on, guys. It's a good film. I do recommend it to people. But again, this wasn't like groundbreaking, like one of the best films of the year.
No,
it's a good
better
Netflix
film than I think it had the right to be.
Yeah.
But it's not 90%.
No.
What I think Mudbound was 90.
90. Mudbound was up there. That 90%.
Yeah, that's one of the highest reviewed Netflix film of all time so far.
This one, yeah. Especially for 2020. It might be the highest Netflix film reviewed so far.
Oh, I don't know. What did Hubie Halloween get? The new Hem Sandler film. You haven't seen this?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
What did that
Oh,
get?
God. Come on, dude. You already know what it got. Are you kidding me? Hubie Halloween?
Hubie Halloween.
How in the hell do you even spell
I'm thinking it might get Hubie, H-U-B-I-H-U.
Oh, H-U.
I'm thinking it probably got probably mid 80s, 90s, I'm guessing.
No way.
Yeah, something close to that.
Where'd it go?
You
Oh,
just-
there it is. 50%.
50% is pretty high.
Yeah, that is pretty good. For a Sandler film, it is pretty big.
That's well, that, I mean, yeah. Well, I bet the users is like 70 to 80%.
Oh, probably.
Click on it.
Yeah.
They
Dude, they give him the
see
short
Adam
end.
Sandler.
Yeah, they give him the short end of the stick.
59. That's not great.
terrible.
I think he's playing like a mentally disabled man in this or something.
So like a water boy.
I don't know. Even Waterboy is likable in some way. I saw a trailer for it. It doesn't look good, but it's got Kevin James in it. You can always.
You can always.
It's
count on
got
Kevin James.
everyone in it. I saw the first 15 minutes actually. I think
Oh, nice.
Ben Stiller's in it.
Oh yeah, love me.
He's
some Ben
reprising his role from Happy Gilmore. He plays the mean orderly. Yeah,
Nice.
not as good as Enola Holmes though.
No.
So if
That's
you're going
in
to see
high
one,
90s.
yeah, we
You gotta
haven't
go check
reviewed
out that.
Hubie yet, so we
haven't.
can't.
We can't discuss it. We can't give our
We can't
review
give
on
our
a film we
opinion.
have not seen. But
But if I was going to say,
if you're a betting man,
Sandler said he was going to make us pay for not giving us the Oscar for. He said
which
he
he
was gonna make us
deserved
pay.
that. He deserved a nom.
Well, he
at least.
deserved a
A
nomination.
nomination. Yeah.
All right, so would you recommend Enola?
Yes, I would. I would recommend this film. Again, I'll reiterate what I said. I don't believe it's supposed to be in the mid to high 90s. I think that's a little ridiculous, but it is a good film and definitely one worth watching. It's fun. This is one you can watch with the kids too. It's a little bit different. Except for the end. You might maybe not want them to see the ending.
Yeah, just don't.
But other than that, it's a good film. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the mystery. I thought the writing was good. Thought the dialogue was good. I liked the characters. Overall, definitely recommend.
Yeah, the characters were the bright spot for me. The acting.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best part. All right.
Alrighty, well, that is our review for Enola Holmes. If you guys like what you're seeing here and you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. If you want to listen to our podcast in audio format, you can check us out on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Social media pages, Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter, that's just Cash. Instagram, Have You Seen It? Facebook, Have You Seen It Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Kraus. And until next time.
Bye.